Welcome back to Kia NBA Shoot-Around.
Last year, the Miami Heat were a couple of injuries and a couple of minutes away from the NBA Finals. But as Rachel Nichols explains, that was not this Miami Heat.
Well, guys, tonight's just the latest step in what's been an interesting 12 months for Pat Riley. Remember, after last year's playoffs, he ripped up his roster, bringing in controversial players like Antoine Walker, Gary Payton, Jason Williams. Then, midseason, he came down to coach the team himself. It wasn't the easiest transition then, but I caught up with him earlier in these playoffs to see how things are going now.
I haven't looked at a playbook in 2 years. I haven't done any X's and O's. I haven't been on the court. I haven't been in the locker room. Right now, I'm a little bit lost.
Pat Riley returned to coaching in December, saying he felt a lot older than his 60 years. But with the Heat in the Eastern Conference Finals and the possibility of his first championship ring in nearly 2 decades, Riley is suddenly resembling a spring chicken.
I had to get up to speed real quick on a lot of things that I hadn't done for 2 years, so in the beginning, it took a lot of time for me. I was very, very tired, but I'm okay now. I'm sort of rejuvenated because this is the time that's the most fun.
He's getting into it a little bit better, getting more intense. He's feeling the feeling again because he's getting to the Eastern Conference Finals. He's feeling like when he's back with the Lakers.
I think he likes to be in the thick of things. I think he likes to be in the trenches. He went out to lunch with his wife yesterday, and after that he told her, that's it, I'll see you in a few weeks.
Riley says that as team president, he used to arrive here at the arena around 9 a.m., but that now he wakes up at 3:30 in the morning just because he's so excited to get to work. Still, with that enthusiasm comes pressure. Players see just how emotionally invested Riley is in winning, especially after facing such criticism for his off-season moves and his decision to return to coaching. They say they realize just how responsible they are for this portion of his legacy.
He has a lot on the line, I have a lot on the line. It's our job to take care of each other. He wants to add pages to his encyclopedia, and I want to add pages to my journal.
He single-handedly picked everybody on his team, so him coming down, taking over the coach, probably when he wasn't prepared to do that, showed us that, he really believed no matter what was said.
People obviously on TV said the changes wasn't going to work or haven't worked when we struggled a little bit, and then now all of a sudden it's funny to see people saying, completely different things than what they were saying maybe 2 weeks ago. All right, it's funny to me, it's real funny.
We just have to make him look good, and we just got to be ready, and we will be ready.
Now, we all know Riley is a master motivator, and tonight he put quotes in the players' lockers saying, "Don't share your fears with others, just share your courage." Riley's used these quotes before, but sometimes he's had a generation gap problem. Earlier in these playoffs, he used the oft-quoted Yogi Berra. Well, one of the players says, why is he quoting that cartoon, Yogi Bear? Guys?
Rachel, thanks a lot. Now, Greg, you're the only one of us here who actually played for Pat Riley. He seemed to be a different coach in L.A. than he was in New York. Where is he now?
Well, again, he's had to evolve, and I think that's the greatness of Pat Riley. And in all the talk about Stan Van Gundy, it's not a knock on Stan Van Gundy. The reality is Pat Riley is a better coach, and it's because of his credibility. He and Stan Van Gundy could tell you the same things. It's not going to register the same way it's going to register when Pat Riley tells you that, and that's just a reality. It's not a knock. This business is about credibility.